Hey, Spill Squad, it's been a minute. Coming to you live today is the Benefit Girl, and we are going to be going live for our spill for today. Remember to subscribe to our channel, to like, share, and comment, and invite a lot of people. Share the link and spread it all over the social networks. Coming live, we have a very professional story that we are going to be sharing, and it's part of the work chaos that happens in workplaces, the bullying, the teasing, and everything in between there. Yes, let us go with our episode for today. Yes, so today we are diving into something so professional, and this is part of the chaos and drama that happens at workplaces, what people go through at workplaces. I'm so glad that we've got to share such a story because part of our biggest audience is an audience from university students who are probably going into the same field, and I think it is beautiful that we are going to share something in that line. So let us dive into the story for today. Yes, and because of the sensitivity of the topic we are going to talk about, I will not be mentioning the exact company that was mentioned here for purposes of privacy, for legal purposes also, because anything can happen. So I will not share any information or disclose anything about the company name or anything. So let us just listen to the story. Let us get what we have to learn and leave the rest to flow as they are supposed to. So I'm beginning. I've been holding this for a while, and I think it's time to just let it out. I worked at a tech company, and the name of that company is mentioned. I went into the job with professionalism, loyalty, and a genuine belief that I would be treated fairly. I was told there would be long-term growth and stability. I gave it my all. But from inside, it was toxic. My team lead would belittle me constantly, question my knowledge, make me feel small in meetings, and set the tone for others to follow. A few teammates joined in, and it slowly drained the joy from work. I felt worthless. I reported what was happening to the HR, not once, but thrice, separate times. Each time they brushed it off. Let's talk sessions that went nowhere. Eventually, HR scheduled a mandatory conflict resolution session, and my team didn't even show up. No one cared. There were no consequences. It was just me, hoping things would change. I stayed anyway. I stayed because I wanted to believe in what they told me, that I would be there for a long time. I didn't even care that the salary was insultingly low. I just wanted to do good work and grow. Then one day, they ended my contract just like that. No warning, no thank you, no conversation, just done. And the worst part, I had to beg for my final paycheck. When I asked, they told me, you should have known it would be late. That broke me. I don't want pity. I just needed to say it out loud. I deserve better. And if you've ever gone through something similar, I see you. Thanks for reading. So, so um, that is what they had to share. It is it is mainly a concept of being bullied in workplaces. I was when I was in when my semester was ending, I think around May, I was discussing with a group of people. And we're discussing about the same topic. So this person was joking around and he was like, look at you. You're done with campus. You've studied a very good course, because this course has a wide range of jobs that can come your way. It is very hard for you to do this kind of course and you don't get employed for at least about 6 months. That is the last that you can spend without employment. That's if you're serious about seeking it. But you're going to face a lot of insult when you get to that company or organization or that area of work. And I was like, why am I going to face that? And he was like, because there is a lot of bullying in that sector. People are going to downplay your skills. People are going to downplay. Now, for example, I have even a problem with my size. You know, I'm growing so well. We grow at our own pace. So it was like, with this pace you're taking in growth, you're going to be bullied a lot. You're going to be downplayed. You're going to be belittled. So this is the same thing happening here. You go in there with a lot of professionalism because you've been trained and you're passionate about what you want to do. You want to be so loyal because you've been promised long-term growth. Maybe the promotions that may come by, maybe a lot of things that are going to come by, and just getting to a place and you're teased all around, you're bullied all through the whole environment, and you just don't know how to handle this. This puts down depresses the passion in you for what you're doing. So this is what exactly happened to this individual. They are at work, probably someone new, maybe from university. Yeah, they don't know what to do, they don't know what exactly to do, and the very people that are supposed to encourage them in the way to go, to train them and mentor them in how they are supposed to handle stuff in the company, are the very people downplaying them, are the very people putting them down, are the very people that are not believing in them. So when you find such chaos at work, how are you supposed to handle it? How are you supposed to handle it? So I was, by their permission, I was able to share this story around the close circles of this show, and I received one comment that I liked so much, and it's what I'm going to mainly focus on, and it's what it's what is going to be our pick out for today mainly, and it's what we are going to delve onto deeply today. And it was because I shared the story around with some few people. By the way, I'm planning to open up a space whereby it is an anonymous space where people just post whatever they want. It will be like an application where people just post whatever they want anonymously, and people comment on it or advise them, but we shall always be picking out one story and we share it live, but there will be very many stories out there. So that's what I'm planning. So in that planning process, I was able to share this story to see what could be the reactions of people if they go to these stories, of course with the permission of the person who shared it with me. So I'm so very grateful for the reception it received, and I think it's going to work out. Very soon we shall launch the Benefit Girl app, where you have that application on your phone and you're able to share your story and no one will ever know. But sharing it there will definitely give us permission to publish it if it is what the viewers want to be shared live. So very soon we are introducing the Benefit Girl application, and you will have it on your phone, just posting anything anonymously, any story, what is on your chest, and you feel like you want to release it but you don't want anyone to know that it's you releasing it. What is that on your mind that you feel like the world should know but you don't, but your self-esteem maybe is low, but you have some wisdom to share. So we shall be getting such engagements and such topics very soon. That is not going to be so long. Back to our story. So this individual suggested and said, okay, he said, this is a lesson every working man and woman learns at some point. Remember, I want us to delve on this deeply. This is a lesson every working man and woman learns at some point. So number one, as newbies who are entering this field of being employed and professionalism, one, we should understand that whatever this person has mentioned in this story, this is what is exactly going to happen to you when you join that workplace. There will be bullies, there will be teasing, there will be people who downplay you, there will be people who don't believe in you. So understand, one, it is not going to be a smooth road. You're going to be teased, you're going to be bullied, you're going to be downplayed, you're going to be minimized, you're going to be done all sorts of things. So what should you do? You go in there expecting that, when you're expecting something, it is very hard for that thing to have impact on you because you're already expecting it. So prepare yourself, build a hard skin as you enter that field, because it's going to happen. And if you're already in that field, understand that there is no field that you're going to join and this same thing is not happening there. It's happening everywhere, in every sector. Maybe some other companies can help, and maybe some protection can be put around, but this happens in every single place. And you know why it happens in every single place? It's because when we go into schools, we find people who bully other people in schools, we find people who tease other people in schools. I want you to build a mindset that the same people who do those things in schools are the same people that we go with up to university, up to the places where we are employed. So it is inevitable that it is not possible that maybe their characters changed. So they just carry the same characters from schools to workplaces. So the same way you're bullied in school is the same way it's going to be at workplaces. So just get used at it, because at some point maybe we shall not have solutions for it now. Maybe we shall not have solutions for it now. So this is a point, this is a lesson that every working individual will learn at some point in time at workplaces. So know that, no peace. Number two, put yourself before any organization. Put yourself before any organization. This individual says, I gave in my all because I was expecting something. Anyway, I don't believe in that, because I'm the kind of person who does not believe in employment. I don't believe in employment. I believe that yes, we have to be employed, but we have to be employed with plans. If I'm employed, if for example after my university, after the graduation, I receive a job, I don't plan on a long-term growth with that company. I should be specific that I want to work here maybe for a year, because I plan on something bigger for myself. I don't see myself being employed for 10 years. I don't see myself doing that. So put yourself first. But by saying that you should put yourself first, what I interpreted in this is that you don't put yourself first in a way that you're going to go out there and just be proud and just act arrogant and just be doing stupid stuff around the company. No, that's not putting yourself first. What do we mean by putting yourself first? As you enter that company for employment, you have a specific goal, a specific reason, and a specific plan as to why you're entering that company. If you're entering into that IT company and, for example, you're receiving maybe $2,000 per month, you plan something that puts yourself first. How? You plan something that is going to put you out of employment into self-employment. I know some people don't want to have discussions of self-employment. Some people see themselves employed all through their lifetime, but are now giving my perspective as someone who does not believe in long-term employment. Whenever you're employed, you'll be employed for a specific period of time as you chase to catch a certain goal. So you set a goal that is putting yourself first. You plan ahead of time, because in the end of it all, you've been loyal, you've been professional, you've been faithful, and it still didn't work out. It just didn't work out, and he received not even a short notice. They were just fired out of a blue, just fired, and even receiving a paycheck was very hard. So what do I mean, or what do I mean to say? You plan your life now. If you're in that company and you had no plan, listen to me right now. Plan your life now. You don't need to spend. I see people making budgets of their employment, of their expenditure throughout the maybe the month, maybe the year. Their expenditure, they plan to pay rent, some chilling money, some groceries, some maybe other accessories, and you see someone who's not even planning of what happens, or maybe even some savings. People, I've just noticed that, I actually noticed that people save for no reason. Can you imagine? People save for no reason. Someone saves money just to have some money. They don't save money to do or invest into something bigger, or something for their, something, you invest into something that is going to bail you out someday if maybe you don't have the provision that you're having right now. But we are living in a generation of people that are saving for totally nothing. They have no reason as why they are saving. They just know that saving is a financial discipline. I mean, that's not right. You plan for your savings, and at a certain point in time, I also don't believe in saving, however important it is. However, that's not what we came to discuss today. I believe in investment more than I believe in saving. So I believe that I save such that when an opportunity to invest comes, I'm able to invest in it. And maybe I'm studying to invest in that thing. That's why I'm saving for it. But it's very wrong if you're saving for no reason. You're just saving such that you can have some money in your bank account, but it has no plan. You have no plan for it. Maybe if something abrupt comes, that's when you're not going to grow wealthy. You're not going to grow wealthy. You're not going to grow. You should save up for something. You should have a goal as why you save. So put yourself first. On that salary you're receiving, however insultingly low it might be, you put aside something for investment. And as you're doing that job, make sure that you're investing yourself into a certain way of running a business of your own, or a certain plot or plan of investing into something. As you work on that job, focus on also getting a skill to invest yourself in, or someone who has the skill and you're willing to invest in them, such that when such abrupt things happen, you, of course, yourself is first. You're not going to go bankrupt. You're not going to struggle with rent. You're not going to struggle with anything, because you already have a plan. So that's what we mean by put yourself first. As you work for these organizations or companies, put yourself first, because someone consuming your time from, some companies need workers by 9 to 5, a job that takes you 9 to 5 hours, that is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is too much impact. That is too much, like, what is that? That is too much power and possession that someone has over you. I'm not downplaying employment, no. It is very right. You should be employed, by that way. It is very wrong for any individual to have no job. You should have a job. But as you have that job, if your mindset is to make wealth, then don't plan on that salary alone. You should make other plans. Let this salary just be a beginning point of what exactly you want to do. So this happened, and it will not stop happening. It will always happen, because the same people that come from school, unless bullying in schools stops, or unless the new breed of people that are given birth to don't bully others, don't do, but as long as those people still exist, this thing will still exist. So work yourself through the long-term employing or employment of your own self. You invest in something that is going to be totally you. Totally you. Don't rely on salary. Don't rely on salary, because if we look at if I'm to ask anyone of the people watching me, what is your dream car? You will come to calculate that dream car, and you will not be able to afford it in the next 10 years with the salary you're earning. You might not be able to achieve that car if you're earning monthly. But if you're able to invest here and there, invest yourself in knowledge, understanding how some things work, your field, making it broader, understanding what exactly is happening in your field, and expanding your territories, maybe that's when you can achieve that car. But before that, salary does not buy a Lamborghini. So Work on one, put yourself first. Put yourself first. Even if you don't know what to invest into right now, just understand that you have to invest sometime. So save with the goal of that. And as you save, invest yourself in understanding what exactly is happening. You understand? So with this said, they already lost the job. But when you get new employment, which I believe you will, because that field is very broad, and if you have the skills and the passion, of course you will be employed. But when you get that next job, or you listening to me, you're doing a certain job, or you're planning on being employed somewhere, whoever is watching, plan not to rely on that job alone forever. Put yourself first, save to invest, and as you save, invest in knowledge to understand what you're saving for. I hope you're getting me. So with that said, I believe this was very important that we share it today with the target audience being the very people, the very you person, you who's watching this. You're our target audience, and this was just direct for you. If you are not doing it, or if you are saving for nothing, begin to save for something. Don't fear to begin businesses. You have to risk. In our O level, we had that topic in entrepreneurship, risk management, or risk whatever. So there is nothing like wealth. Even still, stop dreaming about money if you cannot risk. If you cannot risk and begin onto something, and the more you fail, the more you begin, the more you're able to become successful, because every failure is a lesson. So invest yourself in knowledge, invest yourself into something that is going to build you a long time wealth, or a long term wealth. employment will not Employment will not take you anywhere. You're forever going to be getting money just enough for your rent bills, for eating, for dressing, and you maybe and taking care of your family. At the end of the day, you might not be able to do that, but if you invest into something that is going to keep producing money forever, 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 that is better. That is a better idea, and that is a wealthy and wise person. So do that and hold your peace. Even when you're investing and these people are doing all that stuff at work, you will not be bothered, because you know you have a plan. But you are frustrated at work, you are frustrated by your HR, or you're frustrated by your bosses at work because you have no plan. But the moment you have a plan and you have a lot of options, you will even be able to bear this, because it's only okay. Let's leave that. But that's it. That's it. And that's what we had to share today. I want to thank you so much for watching, for following, for commenting, for liking, for subscribing, and for sharing that link. Thank you so much for joining us in. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate you so much. Here Spilling was the Benefit Girl. Keep it locked on Benefit Girl Hatspill every single Saturday, 7 p.m. Till we meet again, see you then.